Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to this week's segment of Live Without Limits. Today's show is titled How to Give Away Great Content and Still Be Paid. Why are we talking about giving away content? Because how you market yourself is through the content that you put on your website, how you generate leads to come to your website and to grow your business. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more, said H. Jackson Brown Jr. How to give away great content but still get paid. How do we keep from giving away the store? That is, how do you keep from giving away what we normally charge clients to do for them? Well, that is the big question, and that's the question that we are going to be talking about today. This is a very common question and a very good question. It's something anyone who uses content marketing should ask themselves. The good news, it's actually easy to keep a hold on that store and reap the benefits of publishing content. Here are a few examples that will illustrate how you can do this. Sell a service by explaining how to find you. If you sell a service, if you don't need to provide content on how to do what you do because people who want to do it themselves aren't really in your target market, you can create content that teaches your readers how to find a reputable service provider. You can also create content that teaches people how to enhance the work you do for them. Now, what is that last sentence says? You can also create content that teaches people how to enhance the work you do for them. For example, if you are a virtual assistant, you can create content that shows business owners to effectively use the extra time they'll have after they hire you. You can teach them how to delegate, how to plan their marketing, and so forth. Or if you're a laminate floor installer, show your readers the benefits of using laminate and tell them how to care for their laminate floor. So, this is the biggest thing that we're talking about. If you provide a service, the best way to write content is to tell them and list for them the benefits. Why do we want you to list the benefits? Because people buy from people they know, like, and trust them. And say you are a flooring person. And I can tell you from experience that the floor that I have doesn't stay clean easily. But I would love to know the secrets of what I can do to keep it clean. So why wouldn't I be willing to read articles about such a topic? And why wouldn't I get to know, like, and trust someone who's giving me those tips that down the road, when I know I need help, That's the first person I'm going to call. Sell a product by selling the why. If you can sell a consumable product, the same logic applies. You want the content to teach them why they need your product and enhance their experience of using your product. So, if you sell anti-wrinkle cream, you can create case studies, talk about the effects of aging, and the best foods to eat or not eat for better aging. There are plenty of things to share that will help you target your customer. You can also share product demos and videos of your product in action. Before and after pictures can also be very effective, especially if you combine them with testimonials from your satisfied customers. That is where your website can really sell you. Putting testimonials from your satisfied customers, because that have people who don't know you, that are your prospects, can get to know, like, and trust you. And your first step, no matter what business you're in, is to get your customers to know, like, and trust you. Sell information products with the what and not the how. If you want to sell information products, people think this is where it gets really tricky to control what you give away and what you sell, but it doesn't have to. There are a couple of ways you can approach this. In the often quoted words of Jimmy D. Brown, teach them what to do and not how to do it. In other words, give people the solution to the problem, but not the step-by-step instructions for doing it. You're showing them they need your product to fully accomplish what they want to do. For example, if you sell an ebook on dog training, you might tell your readers about the key points of obedience training. You can share the basics of training, but your information product can go deeper into helping people with hard-to-train dogs. Give them a reason to go for the further training. You can also offer extras with your information product. Do you offer personalized service, an active discussion community, or valuable customers only discounts? Use those to create further interest in your info product. If your content marketing should be helpful but incomplete, if you leave out the helpful part, your content will flop and not resonate with your perfect customer. You want your reader to be thinking, yes, that's exactly what I need to fix my problem. I wonder what else the author has to help me with. Remember, when you give them the step-by-step methods, but you don't tell them exactly, but what you're doing is holding back certain parts, and guess what? You are going to be building more interest in them wanting to find out more information from you. Use soft endings. One of the best ways to do this is with a soft ending of your essays. For instance, as a speaker and trainer, whenever I put things out there, I always have my bio, and it says, Davida Shimsky is a speaker, author, writer, and consultant. She helps businesses build she helps entrepreneurs build their business and take it to the next level. Therefore, if you're at a 5-figure income and you want to make a 6-figure income, she can take you there. A soft ending, on the other hand, is focused on two things: what the reader is looking for and the next step they can take with you. For example, an ending like, if you're ready to learn more about exactly how to create your own newsletter or e-newsletter, you can grab Davida Shinsky's new hot report, the success code, how to make more money working for yourself than you ever made working for the man right here. The ending would include a link to a squeeze page where the reader enters their email to receive the free report. They are signing up to learn more from you and are much more likely to become a customer. The bottom line is your product needs to add value beyond anything you share freely. If you create your product and content marketing plan haphazardly, you might run into some conflicts. But if you plan your product with your content marketing plan in mind, it's much easier to create a cohesive plan that educates your reader and gives them a reason to buy your product. That's a win-win for all, right? And if you need help creating great content, you can always contact me. And as you see how you are marketing yourself, and the biggest thing that we're talking about is internet marketing. Why are we talking about internet marketing through content? Because there is a reason that you have to reach your customers and understand how to use. And what we want to do is talk about the strategic content marketing and how you can turn it around, and in essence, how you can put together a strategy for building your content marketing. So, where would you go if you did not have a strategic content marketing plan? Because that is what we are looking at. So let's look at some of your content marketing and the technique of creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and acquire a clearly defined audience with the objective of driving profitable customer action. Whether you're looking to grow your subscriber base, enhance content member relationships, target new customers, or build profit awareness, you can use this checklist to help you increase your base of your business and what that means to you on a consistent basis. Why are we talking about how to build content marketing? Because people read for information. And that is the one thing that a lot of people don't understand, is how you can increase your marketplace in a way that can help you build and increase your opportunities. Now, think about it. When you're sending out emails, what are you doing? You're creating content. When you send out things for people to increase their opportunities, what have you been able to achieve or help them achieve in their opportunities. We don't always think about all the things that we want, but we often think about all the things that we can use. So let's look at some of the essential content marketing checklists for creators. While this checklist won't completely remove the difficult task of concepting and creating compelling content, it will help promote thoughtful strategies as you grow your content library. Whether you are looking to grow your subscriber base, enhance customer or member relationships, target new customers, or build product awareness, use this checklist to plan and develop and track the impact of your content marketing. First of all, you need to know who your audience is. You understand your audience and have separated them into personas. You have identified audience challenges and a need, pain, or desire that will be addressed in the content. The content will make life better for your audience. You have researched the topic based on what others have written. You have understood and have listed the audience's frequently asked questions, mission, purpose, and goals. You are clear on what the content will accomplish. You have a set of KPIs, which is your purpose and your goals for the content, so you can identify success. You've decided on the general format of the content. Define content priorities. You have developed a content map that shows how each content piece fits into your site's engagement and conversion process. So we've been talking about all of these things that can help you build and expand your business. But what other things have you looked at that can also help you with growing that business or taking it to the next level? Create the content. You've selected a title that clearly communicates the value of the content. You've organized your idea list into paragraph flow, including an introduction and a conclusion. You have an engaging introduction to draw readers in. What are we talking about when we're talking about that you have a story to tell of how someone uses your product and succeeded? You can do that with a testimonial on your website. You can do that as quotes from them in your articles. You have an engaging introduction to draw readers in. Your writing is clear and free of unnecessary words. You've incorporated compelling visual elements. Where possible, you've included statistics and expert updates with proper citations. You've had the content proofread and edited by someone else. You've identified a launch date for the content. Distribute the content. You've created an appropriate on-site environment to support the content once it's published. You've decided on a distribution plan to support the content that may include email, on-site promotion, and advertising. You've included social support in the distribution plan for the content and enlisted others to help support and promote the launch across social channels. Now, the last thing you need to be aware of is how you measure it. You either need to do split testing or you need to have a way to see who's actually come to your website and used it, or a way to track everything that's followed through. In fact, I use SumoMe, and many a times, and even Hotjar, and anytime someone goes to my website, it's counted, and I get a weekly report at the end of the week of how many people actually visited my website. Track engagements with the content against KPIs. Identify problem areas and create fixes. Decide whether the content is achieving the desired result. And keep and use learnings to optimize the content and information, the future pieces. We have been talking about building content and how to utilize content in your business. And why are we really doing all of this? Is to help you get to where you can expand your business into something that can grow exponentially and increase all of your business to the point that it will take on that six-figure income. And I can tell you this much, that in fact, what I'm also going to tell you is that recently I've been a member of a platform called selfgrowth.com, and the owner recently contacted me and actually sent me a PDF of social media and marketing and how to use Facebook and putting together mastermind groups. And then, it's like his first contact was, here, I'll send you this, read it for 5 minutes. Fine. Then he called me back. Then he got into what they were doing and putting together mastermind groups. And then at the end he tells me, oh, well, it's $497 for the year to take part in and do this mastermind. And what they were looking for was facilitators, and they would do your marketing on social media, and then they would do your training. But guess what? They never mentioned to me how much I was going to make by investing in their program of helping me build my business. So, but then at the end he was trying to sell me on it, and when I said I couldn't do the yearly, then I figured, well, maybe monthly, if it's $35, $40, if you're telling me $500, well, $500 a year at 12 would make it around $40 to $45 a month. No, it was $79 a month, which meant that he was going to be making an extra $300 off of me by my going monthly, because I can't afford to do yearly. And you know what? Then I went online and I found an article on how to start a mastermind group. And yes, it's my time that I'm investing, but then when I start charging $500 a year to someone or for 6 months of being part of a mastermind group, then that's my profit. That's not his profit. So you need to be aware of how you can use the same systems that someone else is using that they want you to pay for, to get them to help you grow your business. And yes, it takes a little bit of time to do initially, but you know what? In the long run, you're the one that's making the profit. So don't let someone else come along and tell you what they can do for you, and you're paying them a lot of money. And I can also tell you that I know someone else who actually has a show, or what he does is, yes, he's a professional speaker, and and I remember when I was a member of the Georgia Speakers Association, he came to do a presentation at one of our monthly meetings, and all of a sudden now, and he talks about how lazy he is and how he likes to sit on his ass and enjoy himself, but then he gets clients to pay him $5,000 a year just to tell them and teach them how to do what he does to make a six-figure income. Well, guess what? His six-figure income is coming off of teaching those coaches, because when you go to the general public, you have to be target marketed to that small niche that you are serving, and understand how you can serve them and reach them in a way that will help you build and grow your business on that service. So think about what you're doing and how you can take and grow your business. And yes, you need a mentor, and being part of a mastermind group where you have someone that can sit with you and give you ideas of what to do and where to go, and things that you may not think of on your own, and get people to purchase from you. You can use a short ebook as a marketing tool, and even charge $7 for it or $5 for it, and just sell it in a way that will help you expand your business and grow at a rate that can increase your income exponentially. And let's go back and talk about the importance of what a mastermind group is. What they do is it's people like you that have the same goals, and each of you have different ideas, but you may not have formulated them and put them all together. But when all of you sit down together and put it and lay it out, and then you have someone that is going to follow up with you and see that you actually put together the action plan and enforce the action plan so that you can reach your goals. That is what a mastermind group, that's what a coach can do for you to help you expand and increase your business. So what we've been talking about here is content, and how you can use free content to either sell a book or sell a product, or even sell your service to someone else. And remember, you can go to my website, and that website is the #1 personalcareercoach.com. And you can sign up for both individual and group coaching. And we can sit down with you and help you put together a plan to grow your business, and then mentor you to make sure that you follow through and put that plan into action.